Good evening from London. The FTSE All-Share made a positive start to trading at the start of the week, despite the oil giants weighing it down. The grocery delivery technology firm, the Ocado Group, was the biggest blue-chip gainer. Last week, bosses unveiled a major push into autonomous driving after teaming up with another British firm, Oxbotica. Together, they say they plan to build hardware and software for autonomous vehicles that could include self-driving delivery vans. The football world has been plunged into chaos after it was announced that 12 of Europe's leading football teams, spearheaded by the Premier League's Big Six, will join a new breakaway European Super League. The new venture has received roughly $6 billion in backing from the investment banking firm JP Morgan. The plans have been described as the biggest shake-up of football and have been widely criticised in Britain by leading figures, including Prime Minister Boris Johnson and former Manchester United player Gary Neville. The project is being launched to rival UEFA's Champions League format, which currently dominates football on the continent. Critics say the move is being driven purely by money, would destroy domestic leagues, and is against the integrity of the sport. India's domestic stock market tumbled today as the country's COVID situation has become critical. This fresh wave of the pandemic has hit the world's second most populous country with a deadlier force than the first, and active cases have shot up at an alarming rate. Yesterday, officials reported 261,500 new positive cases. India now has the second highest number of cases globally, behind the US. Investors are worried about the pace of India's economic recovery as the expansion of coronavirus curbs have impacted business activity across several sectors. Both the Nifty 50 and the BSE Sensex dropped more than 2%. The Chinese fintech firm Ant Group has taken to social media to deny a report that bosses are exploring ways for founder Jack Ma to sell his stake and give up control of the company. Reuters news agency reported that officials held talks with the billionaire entrepreneur and Ant separately earlier this year, where the possibility of Ma's exit was discussed. The company said in a tweet the divestment of Mr. Ma's stake in Ant Group has never been the subject of discussions with anyone. China has imposed sweeping restructuring plans on Ma's internet empire, and Ant Group's record $37 billion IPO was derailed by regulators. Observers suggest that Ma's exit could help clear the way for Ant to revive plans to go public, which stalled after his public criticism of China's regulators in a speech in October last year. Those are your main stories from London at close of business.